How's it going today, guys? My name is Cthulhu Crisis, and we're getting in on some League of Legends. This is going to be my new series. I'm not sure how often I'm going to be playing this yet, but it's going to be Summoner Spotlight, where I pretty much take somebody off my friends list, or one of you guys if you leave me your stuff. We follow them during a League game, comment on their item build, their character choice, and how they're playing, and go over it. So today we are watching Troll the Big Noob. He is a pretty versatile player. He plays everything kind of adequately. He plays top. I've seen him play support. I don't see him play ADC very often. And today he's playing jungle Aatrox. So let's go ahead and watch. So Aatrox jungle is something I have mixed feelings about. Because he feels like a slower Kale to me. He doesn't seem that good. I don't know. Kale has some really cool things about her that I like her range enhancer and it adds splash damage. Aatrox is more of a I'm gonna hit one person lots of times. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he plays Aatrox. That's my personal opinion. I play jungle and support right now, mainly jungle, but I own Aatrox, but I'm not a fan of Aatrox. Alright, so now we're just waiting. And there comes blue buff. So he's got a really good leash. He's got everybody. And there's a Karma there trying to steal it. So luckily he still gets it. He takes a lot of damage for having a leash though. I mean, it's good that Karma wasn't able to steal it, but it was close. So he's heading up to Wolves. Let's see what their jungler's doing. Looks like Elise got it too with about half health. And she's gonna go for her Wolves. See, this is what I'm talking about. Aatrox takes a lot more damage than a lot of champions would in the jungle, but he can do pretty average damage as well. So, alright, so he heads up to red. See how different lanes are doing. Now, Poppy, I've seen Shimigamics play quite a bit. I'm surprised he didn't get the kill here, but he still might. But I will be doing a Summoner Spotlight on him as well at some point. And let's take a look at the mid lane. We got an Orianna versus Ezreal. Ezreal mid has been coming back lately. That was a really good play by Orianna. But mid Ezreal, Blue Ez as he's called, he's making a pretty good comeback. I've always thought he was pretty strong mid because his amount of output damage is really good for the type of champ he is. So let's see what Orianna can do here. It looks like Elise is going to back off. So let's head back to Aatrox. Now he's double buffed. He's still taking a lot of damage, but he's able to heal a lot of it back thanks to his W. So it looks like he's going to take a look at top. Now I know a few of these people are in the same queue and are on voice chat, so he probably isn't going to head top. He's going to head towards mid. Or bot. How's bot lane doing? Looks like blue is pushing pretty hard, but they're low too, so they can't do anything too incredible right now. It looks like they're going to recall. So he's probably just going to head back and clear wolves again, and then see where he's needed. I like Aatrox as a champion. I like him top lane a lot. He gets completely countered by Renekton and champions like that, the armor pen, and more mobility than him, which is, you know, everybody. So it looks like he's going to head to bottom lane. There's no wards for blue, but they might be able to see him in time. So Varus is in that bush. It looks like he comes out. He's going to go for Karma and miss that skill shot completely. So now they're going to head back, and are they going to find him? It looks like Varus is going to get a free recall because they don't know he's there. So that's unfortunate that there wasn't a ward there. But that stuff happens. It looks like they're pinging for Elise to go in here, and they are going to gun him down. So Aatrox is going to come down here, which is the smart move. I mean, they know where their jungler is, the enemy team's jungler is, and they were hoping to take that tower. They weren't able to because Karma came in, but Karma was able to delay them from taking that tower and get away, which was interesting. I thought she was going to be gunned down pretty quick. So now Aatrox is going to head out. He's probably going to go check on his blue and his wolves. His blue isn't up yet, so he's going to go up clear wolves. Now, like I've said, I've played with Troll the Big Noob several times. He's been playing with me since I started. I started after him, and he's a pretty good player. I mean, we all have fights that we lose. Let's see how this gank goes. Looks like he saw it coming good enough that he was able to back up just in time. Poppy was. So it looks like Aatrox is trying to set up to gank Ezreal now. If Ezreal's going to push up far enough, that's going to be the question, because they don't have any vision here. So Ezreal looks like he's going to play it safe, and now he decided against that. So see if Aatrox even goes in here. He's probably going to wait for an initiate before he does. And he's going to head right into their jungle, which it looks like Elise just went in to his jungle to check things out. So their red is gone, so he goes ahead and steals their wraiths. Or not wraiths, golems, small golems. And then like bot lane could probably use a gank, so he's probably going to head that way. Now if he can get Varus, that'll be interesting to see, because if not done properly, this gank could be completely useless if Karma gains vision on him too early. Or so it looks like they're doing a really good job, the Blitzcrank is, of baiting him in. So Aatrox is going to head in. He's going to go for where he thought he was, and they're going to be able to gun down Varus and Karma. That was a good play. It was really a good idea for them to separate. It could have went either way. I mean, supports usually can't do a whole lot on their own like that, but Blitzcrank is an exception. He has pretty good stats for a support, and he can do some pretty interesting stuff. So he's going to head back into the jungle, probably check on his blue, which should be up. He's going to be able to heal off of that too with his passive, his W passive. So it looks like he's waiting to give it to Orianna because they're on voice chat, I believe. So he's going to give it to Orianna. He's going to go ahead and start, and he's going to get a lot of the heal off this. Hopefully, all of it. Let's see what Orianna's doing. I don't know if Orianna's just trying to push a little bit before she's needed, or if she's just giving the buff. Yeah, it looks like Aatrox took the buff. Orianna probably knew her lane needed her more than she needed the buff. So now it'll be interesting. He will probably head up to mid and try to get a gank off. But he needs that heal first. Just trying to gank when you're too low, that is the #1 thing that'll kill you in this, especially jungling. So he's able to get a little bit of a heal off, not as good as sometimes. I like to up his W and his E kind of equally. I don't like to max one of them like he is, just because I like having the heal off the jungle creatures. So he's able, Orianna's able to stun them and keep them down, and even keep herself alive, that was a crazy play. That was really well done. And she leaves with about 20 health. So Aatrox is going to head in, try to push the lane up. And grab wraiths. Nope, none of those things. Gonna go ahead and grab red for himself, give himself a little more fight. Alright. He's going to go up and get small golems. Each of the lanes is pretty much holding their own. Bottom lane's been on the defense for a long time, which is interesting. And middle lane is just going back and forth. So we're going to have to see where Aatrox decides he is needed. For now, though, he's going to go ahead and just keep clearing, keep farming up, trying to get those levels. He's keeping up with level okay. A lot of his teammates are getting a lot of farm, so that's helping them a lot. I mean, Orianna has 60. Renekton on the other team has 61, but no kills or anything. So he's not doing bad. The Renekton isn't. Renekton kind of takes a little while to get into full swing. If you're too aggressive with him too early, it can be bad. So they see him on that ward, and they just kind of blast him to let him know. So he backs off. Elise is coming down. So we'll have to see if a fight comes down here. So it looks like Elise was trying to get her friend to come in. So Varus comes in, Elise lands the stun, and they just gun him down. He's able to jump over, but perfectly Karma is in position to stop them. So question is, will he be able to escape? It's going to be close if he does. So he grabs into this bush. I think he's setting up maybe for a teleport. I don't know why he warded like that. But everybody else comes in and they hope to get Karma. Ezreal's going to be just out of view for them, but now they know he's there. So unfortunately the Blitz hook grabbed Karma. Otherwise, that would have been a great grab on Ez, and they would have been able to just nuke him down. So Ez is going to escape. Blitz and Varus are going to head back down. And Aatrox is now respawning. So it looks like they're trying to just take this tower. There's a teleport coming in, hopefully. I would have went ahead and tried to finish the tower. Looks like they're going to go for the kills. Go for the escape, rather. Blitz is really low, so hopefully he's able to make it out. Varus is falling behind a little bit, so it's good that he was able to dodge that shot. And they might be able to take Karma out, but it's going to be close. So Aatrox is heading in for a gank up here. He gets the slow on Renekton. Renekton gets the slice, but not the dice. They're going to get close, and then Elise is going to come in and try to gun Poppy down. Aatrox gets a good couple hits off on Renekton, but he is not able to finish him. So it looks like they got the Ignite off on Poppy, but she's at half health. It's not going to do any good. They might be able to come in and get this Renekton if they plan it correctly. He's going to go for it. He doesn't have Ignite or anything to finish this off, and he has to leave it. So here, the Elise was going for Aatrox. Poppy was able to come in and make him scared, because if Aatrox would have turned back around then, they probably would have picked up the kill there. So Aatrox is going to have to back. So is Poppy, which could really hurt their lane, because they're kind of pushed up to their tower. And there's two of them there. Elise can't do a whole lot in way of tower damage, but Renekton can. Renekton doesn't have any deaths, doesn't have any kills, anything. But his farm is doing really well. He has 87 farm, which is the most of anybody in this game. So Poppy's going to try to head back into lane as quick as possible, try to save that tower. He's going to back up because Orianna's coming up. And Orianna's going to be able to land a couple hits, but that ult pops. There's nothing doing. So Aatrox is coming down. I think they're going to just try to do some tower damage here. Possibly get the Renekton kill, but who knows. Renekton can't use that bait, though, because one of the best baits Renekton can do is pop that ult, and he'll be able to bait people into diving him. And then he pops that ult, he gains a few hundred health, there's no way they're taking him down. and that can set up for some really good kills. So it looks like they're kind of checking on Ezreal, see where he's at. He is not out of position at all. He's staying in a really good spot. So Aatrox and Poppy, knowing they can't do anything mid, they're going to head back up top. Elise is heading bot, probably to help push, because they're winning the fight down there, blue team is. They're winning the fight. Not necessarily getting the kills, but they're winning the push fight. And we missed it there, but they were able to get Renekton. But they're winning the fight, but they're not able to do anything with it because the way purple team is recalling. So the jungler is going to come down there. He's going to help gun them down. He's going to try to get Blitz too, or Varus too. And they're able to clean up that lane. The good thing for purple team is that there's nobody down here to finish off that tower. So that is lucky. So, alright, Aatrox is heading. Just took out red. So he's probably going to head towards bot lane to try to back up that tower. Now I want to talk briefly about the summoner spells he went with, which is Ghost. Oh, he's going to give blue away, but he went with Ghost and Smite. Smite, obviously, is a must-have for all junglers. So that's understandable why he would go with that. Ghost is an interesting choice for him. I would rather have something like Exhaust that gives me a little more crowd control with someone like Aatrox. What makes them stay there for more of my auto attacks. But Teleport's also pretty good, because then you can teleport in on wards and get that gank off with his Q. So let's take a look at his items. He's got Wriggle's Lantern, he's got Boots of Speed, and he's got Cloth Armor. So he's probably going for Ninja Tabi, but I don't know why he went with Wriggles. I like other items on him. I like the Spirit items, like Spirit of the Ancient Golem. For him, obviously, I would do Spirit of the Lizard, Ancient Lizard, or whatever. I like that better for him, just because he does so well with red buff, and you want to be able to give red buff away to people. So if you have an item that gives you a small red buff ability, it's a good thing to go for. So he's going to come down here, and he's going to try to get Varus. Ezreal's here too, and he's out of position. They're all pushed very far. Blitz goes down, so Aatrox goes in, gets Varus. They go for Ez. He has to be able to land a stun or a slow on Ez, and they're able to finish him off and give the kill to the ADC. So now he barely walks out of there. He walks out of there with about 30 health. But what would have been the better play there is, instead of Varus finishing off that farm, they should have given it to Aatrox so that Aatrox could get the heal off it. And while he's healing, we're just going to watch. She wards Strybush because she keeps getting hit that way. That tower's really low. If Varus wasn't so squishy, he could just dive and get it. Or if he had a support like Volibear or somebody that can do some damage. Looks like top lane turret was taken by Renekton, which we knew that was going to come. And we wait to see what Aatrox is going to do. So Aatrox grabs the Giant's Belt and his Ninja Tabi that we talked about. So it looks like he's going a little bit tankier with it, or he might be going for like a Frozen Mallet or something. We'll have to we'll have to wait and see. So it looks like blue team is pinging to get Dragon. So it looks like Elise and Varus are probably going to go after that. Purple team's pinging that they're missing. And Renekton is coming in to try to steal some jungle. So let's see if Aatrox is able to catch up to him and take him out. So he comes down. He misses the slice and dice. And he's probably just going to get nuked down right here. He pops the ult. Ashi goes down. Troll's going to try to finish him off. He's able to finish him. Karma gets that stun on him. And he's knocked into his blood pool. Now, if he pulls off his Q well, he could have gotten out, but it looks like he goes for the kill on Karma and then hopes that Poppy can stop her. Poppy's not able to, but may be able to get the kill here. It's going to be close. So we see Poppy pick up the kill. So overall, that was a pretty good exchange, but it would have been a little bit better if Aatrox would have been able to pop out of there. but without Aatrox giving himself like that, they probably would not have gotten those 2 kills. So Varus is going to go for that tower. It's going to go down easily. And then we're going to see Ashi heading back into lane. So he did the smart thing here, this Varus did, and that was take the tower, go back, get some items. So Blitz and Aatrox are heading bot lane to try to push back. They need to get pushed back and take that tower, because that tower only has 200 health. That needs to happen. I mean, they're winning some of these fights, but they're not winning the pushing battle. And fights aren't going to win you the game. They'll help, but the pushing battle is what decides who wins. So we see Aatrox heading up. Check his buffs. He's going to grab wolves, probably. And Ez is missing. So we see Ashi here. He walks right into that bush with a face check. If Karma would have reacted a little bit faster, they probably would have gotten the kill there. They're still not in a great position. Purple team isn't. So Poppy comes down to help. And they're able to push away from their tower. Bottom lane, we see Varus taking out that tower. So Aatrox is going to head back in the jungle. He already made his appearance. Sometimes the best thing you can do as a jungler is just make frequent visits to the other lanes. Even if you're not successfully ganking, you can scare the other team with that. You can make them play more defensively. So Renekton is going for the steal on the red, and Aatrox walks the complete opposite way because they're needed. He's needed. So unfortunately, they're going to lose this red buff, and that's going to help Renekton get more push going. So Aatrox heads mid to try to make sure that Orianna can get out alive. He's going to head down. And he's going to have to defend this tower. So he levels up. He tries to hit him with the Q. He misses. Blitz misses. And they start going after Renekton, but there's no way they're going to get him right now. Especially popping that ult. So they're all going to focus him. Again, they are going to be able to take him out thanks to Poppy. They're going to go after Karma. But Elise comes out of the bush and just guns down Aatrox. Not a whole lot he could have done about it. Ez is going to go for the kill, but can't get it. Alright, so now they're just going to do some pushing. I'm surprised. I would be surprised if Elise left right now, because they should be able to take this tower pretty uncontested, because if ours tried to do anything, that would happen. But even then, that was a really good play to go ahead and go in after them. A lot of players would have just let them go and taken the tower, but they were able to take both. And now they're going to have a really good shot at this. So they're going to back up. They don't have the minions to back it up, and they're going to go for Dragon, just to make sure that that extra gold won't be the deciding factor for Purple Team to come back. So they all head in on Dragon, and he's going to go down pretty quickly. Alright, Aatrox just respawned. He's going to head down to bottom lane, at least, towards bottom lane, to try to get them pushed back. They need to concentrate a little bit more on mid lane, I believe, because mid lane's getting hit so hard. And Elise just took that buff and left the 2 little dragons, so that was good. So now they're heading in to get blue, and they've just seen that it was just taken just moments ago. So he's going to head up. Okay, and they're going to try to get the gank off here. Aatrox was just checking Dragon, but as we know, Dragon was already taken. So they're going to head in behind these guys. Varus is heading to guard tower. So there's 3 of them all in the bush. They're all going to head out. He's going to pop Ghost so that he can get in there a little quicker. They're going to be able to knock Karma up, burst her down. They needed to focus Ezreal, but they're able to take him out quickly anyway. And they're able to pick up the triple kill there. So Poppy and Renekton are fighting up here. It's pretty much just Poppy guarding that tower. It would have been nice if somebody would have went up and ganked for her there, but I think they all went back. And let's take another look at Aatrox's items. He's got Wriggle's Lantern, which we talked about, Ninja Tabi, Giant's Belt, Pickaxe, and Ruby Crystal. So he's just trying to make sure that he's still useful at this point. Aatrox is an interesting champion. He excels in the mid-game phase, but he starts falling off at the end-game. So we're probably getting not super close, but several levels away from him losing his usefulness in this. So Elise comes in, sees Aatrox, and backs off. And they're going to go ahead and try to steal the wraiths from him. They're able to steal it. And Renekton is going to go in and just get beat down. The rest of his team comes in and is able to stop him from dying. Blitz is low again. Well, Aatrox is hiding here. There's not a whole lot he can be expected to do. And a terrible Blitz arm there. So Renekton gets out of there. But the rest of his team is right there, and they're probably going to dive after Poppy, but Poppy's able to get out of the danger. Aatrox is going to head back. And that tower is just surrounded. It's not going to be good. When they decide to go for that tower, it's probably going to be gone right away. Renekton stealing farm from Aatrox. So they're all going to come back into lane and try to protect that tower. Ashi goes down. Blitz is able to land the grab on Varus. Able to take him down. They're going to go after Ez next, and then Karma. Looks like they're going to be able to pick up all the kills here. Renekton's going to come in and try to help, but he's too late, so he just recalls. So Elise is mid. Just farming away. Aatrox is heading up to see if he can find Renekton and get a little more farm. He's starting to see that all his jungle buffs got taken, all his creeps got taken. So he's just going to push this top lane up. Poppy's going to head up to back him up. So that was a really well played fight by Purple Team. They were able to take out a lot of the enemy team. But strategically, it just delayed a little bit. I mean, they're not going to be able to take this. They're not going to be able to. Alright, so Aatrox almost goes down. Ez almost hits that skill shot on him. He's not able to hit it. So Aatrox is able to get past the turret. Ez is going to go for the dive. Aatrox is going to knock him up, pop his ult, and able to take him down. That was a really well played fight there, or chase there, by Purple Team. Able to bait him right into that turret and able to take him out. So it's really going to take some strategy here to be able to come back from this for Purple Team. So you see Blue Team heading up to try to take out that minion wave, but not before they take out the tower. That's going to help a lot. They're going to take blue buff real quick. And give it to their mid laner. That's good. Aatrox is just going to take out some wolves, and then it looks like they're all going to congregate in bottom lane to do some pushing. Try to get that gank off on Karma. Hopefully this Blitz doesn't lead with his grab. Yeah, he does the knock-up. They all burst Karma down. And that was a really quick and easy kill. Aatrox is going to solo Dragon. That's one thing Aatrox does do really well. He can't do it super early, but he can manage it, you know, 7 or 8, which is pretty good. Nasus is able to do it at, like, I think 6. Nasus can do it pretty consistently. So, Aatrox is going to head down, and they're going to bait this Renekton in, and they're just going to pound into him, and hopefully pick up the kill. But he's able to flash, but he gets grabbed back in. Aatrox is right here in case they come after him and chase them that way. They can lead him right into them. So Aatrox is going to come in straight behind Ez and probably be able to pick that up. So Aatrox is going to pop in, take that kill. He's going to try to do some good damage to Elise. He knows he has his blood well up. Poppy's able to take out Elise. They're able to almost land the slow, which may have killed Ez. But Ez can't go anywhere. He's got to protect that turret for the time being. It looks like he's going to heal up. He's going to gun down Varus. Karma's going to go in after Poppy. And Aatrox is farming some creeps. So he stops farming like he should have a minute ago. Guns him down and then tries to get out before Karma kills him. But he's able to heal so much from that passive on that W. He's going to go right back in on Karma. And he may be able to take her out. Yep, he's able to get the kill. And just hit some of these minions. He might be able to take that tower, but not with Renekton there. So he's going to have to back off. Renekton's going to go in for the chase and then realize that he can't catch an Aatrox. So he's going to head on back. So at this point, Aatrox has his W and his E maxed. And they're starting to come back a little better from this fight. So it looks like Blue is calling for Dragon, which Dragon isn't there anymore. And they're about to find that out. So he gets the Dragon, finds it out. And all of Purple Team is heading towards mid. Looks like Aatrox is going to head down, try to get a little bit more farm on those wolves. And Poppy is going to face check right into an Elise. Hopefully be able to delay him long enough for Aatrox to get in. But with the Ghost, he might be able to do it. So Aatrox is going to go for the slow, but with that flash, he's not going to be able to. Karma lands that. So Blitz grabs Ez and then can't do anything to follow it up. So luckily, Poppy looks like he's going to get away. But that was close. That almost went badly for Purple Team, and they were able to just turn that around even better. So now Renekton's going to come in with his ult up. Aatrox is going to try to knock him up, stun him, everything he can. They're able to pick up the ace. Now that's going to help a lot because Varus just came back into lane. And he's going to be able to take this tower no problem. They have over 20 seconds to attack, so they might be able to get this tower and the next, and possibly the inhibitor. We're going to have to see. So Karma's going to be the first one back. She's got about 10 seconds left, so they're most likely going to get this tower here. How far they go after this is going to be up to them. I don't know if they're even going to stay in lane, or if they're going to just back up. It looks like they're going to go for the inhib. Aatrox is going to come in for the assist, help back them up. And since they got it, they know they're going to be respawning, so they're all going to back up. Aatrox, knowing that they've been recalled for a while, or dead for a while, he's going to check the blue buff just to see if there's something he can steal. And now he's going to head up and try to cut Karma off. So he's able to get a movement speed boost. They're watching for her. They don't know that she's recalling. And now she let herself out into the open. So let's see if he can get her. With that movement speed buff, it's going to be a lot harder. But he lands the slow. If he's able to land the Q, he didn't even need it because everyone else followed up well. So they come down and they are going to get gunned. So they trade a kill each. They're going to keep trying to hit. Elise is going to come in. And Aatrox knows he has his blood pool up. He's going to just keep him distracted just long enough to pick up that kill. Now, if they're going to go in on Renekton, I'm not sure. They do. They're able to kill him at the cost of one person and pick up another ace. So this is going to allow them to push a lot. They're going to go ahead and grab this blue buff before they push. Aatrox should go ahead and head up there because he's able to take out towers so fast. It looks like he's going to hit wolves first just to make sure that the jungler is still slowed. But they need to be taking towers right now. So Aatrox healed up with that. So now they're going to head up. Poppy's pushing the minions to try to make it where they can take this tower with ease. So Karma's coming back into lane. They should be able to take it before she becomes too big of a problem. It's just going to be how devoted they are to getting this tower. So Troll takes the brunt of the attack and is able to get out just in time. Poppy finishes off the turret. Aatrox heads back. So far this has been a pretty good game by Troll the Big Noob. Oh, he might get gunned down there. Right at the end of his recall. He may or may not have been looking at items, I'm not sure. But I would have thought he was in the clear too. I would have been looking at items. So, this has been a fairly good game for Aatrox, for Troll the Big Noob. He's going 11, 4, and 14. He's got his Frozen Mallet, he's got his Blade of the Ruined King, Wriggle's Lantern, BF Sword, Vampiric Scepter, and Ninja Tabi. So his item build is really good. He's coming up with a lot of good items. Like I said earlier, I would have went with Spirit of the Ancient Lizard because it does give you that little burn effect, and a couple other things that are just really good on Aatrox in my opinion. Varus solos Dragon because he's level 18. Anybody can do that at that level just about. So Elise is going to grab those minions, be able to juke them a little bit. Ashi's right there. He's going to gun him, and Elise is going to go down. So Aatrox just respawned. His items are looking good. He's going to be in a really good spot to help push and win this game. The amount of slow on this team is really, really impressive. I mean, we have Poppy with an Iceborne Gauntlet, which is just a great item. Applies that slow field. Then we have Frozen Mallet on Aatrox, and Blitzcrank has a Iceborne Gauntlet too, which is one of my favorite items on him. So we're going to see Troll go ahead and lead the charge into Baron. Blue is going to go in and find out all their buffs were stolen. So they're not going to be too happy about that, but by the time they even think of anything going on, Baron's taken. So Aatrox is going to head into their jungle and up towards top lane. And he's going to just run because he doesn't know if that Renekton's ult is up. He doesn't know what to do there. So it was the safer bet to get out than to try to gun him down. Renekton counters him really well too. So that could have went really badly if he would have went in. So we see everybody else heading mid, or they were already mid, and just trying to keep anything from going down. Varus is gunned down rather quickly. Karma's going to head in. Karma's trying to bait them right now. And it's going to work, but purple team is so coordinated here that they're able to just shoot them down really quickly. We see Poppy going in, picking up another kill. Let's see Blitz grab, trying to get Elise. And that leaves Ezreal by himself. Troll the Big Noob lands that great shot off, finishes him off, and this is probably going to be the end of this game. You see him popping his ult, taking out all these minions. He's going to back just out of range of the turret, and they are going to just take this towers. They got 10 seconds before Varus respawns, and Varus is not going to be able to do anything about it. So this is the end of the game here. Very good game by the Troll the Big Noob. Comes out 12, 4, and 14 with a near complete item build. I can't think of much else he could have done with, except Enchanted Boots would have been good. Alright, so just very good game by everyone involved. Ashi played a really good Orianna. Shimigamics played a really good Poppy top lane. And Aatrox, Troll the Big Noob, played a very good game. 12, 4, and 14. Great plays by everyone. You guys all have a good day. Hope you guys liked it. Check out the next one.